Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
That's a throw. Mateus. Well, you would think that the name Luis Suarez... Can he finish? Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Point-blank header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Oliveira. To McAllister. Rodri. And it's McAllister. Van Dijk. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. In with the challenge. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Passing is crisp and sharp. Simons. Alvarez. And that is masterful defending. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Simons. Great ball, and he's in here. Brest are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Cafu. Oh, strongly challenged there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played out to the right. Simons cross. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Alvarez. Can he get it through? Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Aubameyang. Messi. Cafu. He won't be happy with that one. And the counter is on. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. "30 minutes gone." Yeah, he's fouled him there. Neymar. McAllister is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And here's Alvarez. He has found the way through. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's good vision. Now it's Aubameyang. Delivers with... Up he goes! Oh, should really have made more of that.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
That's a shade optimistic. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Stade Brestois clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Corner number 2 then. And he gets rid in a hurry. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. McAllister. And it's Hullet. Now it's Luis Suarez. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's Luis Suarez! Played into the box. That's a decent clearance. And the half-time whistle goes. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7. Lascia il campo per il
Here we go again then.
numero 8.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Great vision. Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ah, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. The referee's awarded a free kick. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one.
Someone's eyeing this up with real belief here.
He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he's quick to get it clear again. Oliveira. More and more pressure on the ball here. Dink through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Aubameyang. Jorginho. Cafu. And it's Jorginho. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. To Jorginho. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Romero. And it's Van Dijk. And that's been intercepted. That's Messi! It's in! And that's it. That was always inevitable.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Ha segnato al 62esimo minuto. Numero 19.
Milan have taken the lead.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
McAllister. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Well, that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Quickly taken. Mateus, a picture of focus and alertness. Cafu. And here's Messi. Cafu. And it's Messi. Caught offside that time. Ryerson. Pull it. Played out towards the right wing. And this is Messi.
This is actually quite a courageous move.
There's the header! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
So that's 2 now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Throw in. Into the last quarter of an hour. Opts for safety. And it's with the keeper. Mateus. Pull it. Plays a sharp little ball here. Decent chance! And it's come back out to him. Relentless! Just relentless! And the lead is extended still further. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Ronaldo is fouled. Jorginho has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Neymar is behind this one. Looking here to alter the direction of the game.
Numero 97, Piero Aubameyang. Viene sostituito con il numero 11.
And this is Ronaldo.
Stade Brestois are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
McAllister, Pullet, demonstrating his defensive quality there. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. That whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Martinez will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, he's kept it out, that's a great save. Tries to get it clear. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, he's burst through. Van der Ven with a fine tackle.
Il quarto uomo indica 6 minuti di
No,
recupero.
again there's no way through. And it's Jorginho. Fermin puts his foot on the gas. Brest are looking to break at pace. Knocks it into space. Shot, surely! It's there! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Brest playing for pride here, the match surely beyond them. And that is as far as it goes. Brest have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard, on his day, is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know...
Shapes to shoot! Goal! Brest! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So the game's first significant moment. Can he finish? It's anyone's ball now. Couldn't squeeze it through. Neymar. Oh, this is a very good run. And it's Aubameyang. Darmian kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Can he get it through? And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Hazard.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He shifted it to the flank. Hazard. Raul.
When it's delivered early like that...
He's having a shot! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
He's shifting through the gears here. Romero did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That pass has been well intercepted. And here's Aubameyang. Can he get on the end of this? Neymar receives it in a wide position. Hazard can see things others simply cannot. And that has left him in a heap. Thinks about the shot. Oh, sweet feet.
Oh, great feet, that.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's an imaginative pass. Darmian is there, and he can get that clear. And he thumps it clear. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. That pass isn't the best. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Lobbed in behind. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Hazard. It's Hazard! Oh, it's hit the post. Neymar. And they can counter here. Now it's Aubameyang. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Simons. Gets a good foot in there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That'll be a throw-in. Romero. Oliveira. Rodri. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And here's Aubameyang. And it's Hazard. And that has been cleared. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Chiellini has been caught there, it's a foul. He has found the way through. Darmian gets across and deals with it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Beckenbauer, Raul looks to get on the end of this. Now it's Batistuta. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Aubameyang! Goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. He made it happen. And there is the half-time whistle. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. The midway point of the game.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
So off we go once more.
Stade Brestois really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And this is Ronaldo. There's the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Aubameyang. And Aubameyang! Oh, they could be caught out here. Aubameyang might just make this. Hazard. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Simons. Just eases him off the ball. Darmian. To McAllister. And it's Rodri. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rodri with the foul. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Well, when the ref tells you you're going to get booked next time, you should listen.
Driving on and making good progress. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he finish? Just not quite happening for him just now.
Stade Brestois really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Brest needing a change of fortune here. And it's Hazard. A good play on the left-hand side here. Now it's Aubameyang. He's being urged to shoot. The ball goes in. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Great vision. Darmian promptly onto that, and that is that. Big chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's played it in low. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Cristiano Ronaldo. Passes coming off in quick succession here. McAllister. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, there's a probing ball, and he's in on goal. Real chance! They've scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even...
And the shot! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Chips it through, and he's managed to get free. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's found a way through. And it's Simons. Oh, super ball. He takes a shot. Brest with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. It's a mighty effort. He can get that clear. That has been slung wide. Could be danger here. Chiellini. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. That is ended up in no man's land. Tonali looking to add to his goal. Now it's Joao Felix. Oh, that's fabulous. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And no surprise, that's a booking. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Le numéro 9, Neymar. Le numéro 7, le numéro 37, le numéro 97. À leur place,
He's in a great position here.
Messi.
Tries to get it clear.
Le numéro 14.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Now then, the ball's come loose. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Oliveira. Oh, they could break here. Oh, this looks sharp.
Il y aura 4 minutes.
Oh, well
de temps
played.
additionnel.
Oh no, this does not look good. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Chiellini. Oh no, what has happened here? That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he is going into that little black book. And the keeper's given it away. And he's let fly. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, what a mistake. They've got to be quick to recover this. Ronaldo is the guilty party there. Cristiano Ronaldo has been sent off, just to confirm. And that will be the final act. Brest illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then. Well, down the years, of course, Argentina have produced some of the greatest striking talent ever, and Gabriel Batistuta embodies that.
Yeah, he does. And in terms of out-and-out goal-scoring centre-forwards, I can't recall much better.
So you fancy him to score today?
I would think there's an extremely good chance.
McAllister. Now Simons. Plays a sharp little ball here. McAllister could move up a gear here. And this is Batistuta. He's found a way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Lewandowski. That looks a good ball through. And that could well leave a mark. Looking for options for movement. Pull it. It's a really well-measured ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Passing is crisp and sharp. And this is Neymar. Up he goes! Goal! Brest! First blood drawn. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he cuts out the supply. Rijkaard. Mateus. Mateus! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Mateus clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Rijkaard. Now they can break here. And it's Zaire Emery. Pull it. Now this could be a chance. Shot at goal! They've scored! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Rower Reds grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Played out wide. Deep cross.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Chooses to go cross-field.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Lewandowski. And here's Aubameyang. Nice physical challenge. McAllister. Now it's Hullet. And here's Aubameyang. Threads one in. And he was alert to it.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oliveira gets across to intercept that. Neymar, not the most accurate pass. Gullit, given the lift of his goal, has a look and plays it forward. And it's Simons. And he welcomes it in. That's good defending, very good defending. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. Rodri. Neymar. And here's Aubameyang. Oh, that's neat. Neymar. That is lovely. Goes for the shot! Zaire Emery. And they can counter here. Rodri makes the interception. Neymar. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And that's going to be a booking. And this is Lewandowski. And that was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Adams getting this one clear. And there is the half-time whistle. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. Rower Reds get the second half started. He's gone for goal! And that wasn't far away.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Oliveira. And it's Rodri. Darmian. To McAllister. Now it's Aubameyang. Great, and Aubameyang! And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Gullit. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Can he get on the end of this? Played out to the right. Knocks it out wide. And this is Lewandowski. Brilliantly cut out. And they've got rid. Oh, shooting chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Mateus. McAllister. That is ended up in no man's land. Looking for a runner. He's on it. Can he get away?
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Batistuta. Couldn't squeeze it through. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. And it's Rijkaard. Out towards the flank. Now it's Zaire Emery. Mateus. And the ball's come loose here. Mateus unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Adams is the guilty party there. And no surprise, that's a booking. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. McAllister. Rodri. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he's a decent chance! Goal! Brest! Into the lead once more. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Brest get themselves into the lead.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Xavi Simons. Robertson. McAllister.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Simons. McAllister. Shot could be on. Neymar! Goal! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Well, how's that for a class finish? And he's done it again. He's got his second. So the lead now is 2.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
75 minutes played. Now it's Aubameyang. That's a little off target. Well, that has not gone well. Tries to pass it through. He's through here. And he's found a way past. And he shoots! Oh, should have put that away.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Berbatov! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Berbatov clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Oliveira is there, and he can get that clear. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And now they can spring out of defence.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's whipped it. It's a mighty effort! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Pass somewhat off target. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Out towards the flank. Oh, that's a fine interception. Vermeer. Now it's Aubameyang. Good ball, good take. And this is Messi. Looking for options for movement. Robertson. Can he get on the end of this? He's on it. Can he get away? Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Aubameyang crosses. Goal! Brest!
But pour l'équipe du Stade Brestois. Après 14 minutes
I
de
doubt
jeu,
very much that this was in the script.
numéro 11.
Darmian. Brest are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Vermeer. And it's Lopez. Now it's Aubameyang. Aubameyang. That is good strength.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
For Van Bouten. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Robertson gets over and intercepts. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. He's picked his way through. Delivered. Terrific header. It's hit the upright.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Threads one in. Oh, well measured. An uncompromising challenge. McAllister is always scanning the pitch for targets. Howson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Takes a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Lewandowski has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Howson with the clearance. Great defending, strong and determined. Has a shot! And that certainly packed a punch. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh no, this does not look good. And he's running through. Berbatov. Mateus! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And here's Mbappe. He's in a great position. Tries a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corner number 2 then. Brest are looking to go forward now. Thinks one through. Nicely worked. Howson promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, this looks sharp. McAllister, and he welcomes it in. And he... And the finish! In for the pieces! Oh, taken with style! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
That is a brilliant interception. Robertson. Mateus. Nicely weighted ball. Darmian kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Cannavaro. Looking for the run. Oh, Aubameyang is on his... Shot, surely! And it's there! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Brest are relentlessly steamrolling their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply. And we are back on the way. And this is Berbatov. Oh, that was vital. McAllister. Messi. Now, what about a counter-attack? And he's managed to get free. And he's cut it out. Robertson could move up a gear here.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
McAllister was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, that's well spotted. And he's intervened well there.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now, who's going to be first to this? McAllister showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And this is Bale. Martinez breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. No, again, there's no way through. Tries to play it through. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
Bale really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Decent progress down the left. He has found the way through, showing good feet. And it's McAllister. Mateus gets a foot in here.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Chips it through. Defending of the desperate variety. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent...
It's Lewandowski! Keeper's got his work done.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Attention, changement.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Goalkeeper's done supremely well to deal with that. And a chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Fermin gets flagged offside. McAllister. Timber spots it and intercepts. Messi.
Oh, great feat, that.
Tries to pass it through. Robertson. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Now it's Batistuta. No, it's come to nothing. Swung over. Can he get it through? Cross into the box. Cleared away. Fermin. A probing pass. Van der Ven makes the interception. Oliveira. Now, can they get him away? Now, this could be a chance. Now it's Aubameyang, and it's played into the middle. Now it's Raul. Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
But they've got it again. And here's Batistuta. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Le numéro 20, Messi. Le numéro 15,
Timber.
Van Buiten.
Fermin.
Le numéro 37.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Le numéro 10.
Strong running down that left flank.
That's going in strongly.
He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. So, another set play. And it's Oliveira. Gives it back. Alvarez. And the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Oliveira does really well to win the ball there. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Simons. Rodri. And it's McAllister. Floated through. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner, Peter, look no further.
It's Inzaghi! And one more try! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So, a breakthrough already. He won't be happy with that one. Zaire Emery. Think through. Messi! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. That has been knocked clear, and it's Rodri. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And he gets rid in a hurry. Lewandowski. Now Simons. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. McAllister plays a sharp little ball here. McAllister, he's found a way through. He rises! They just took too long getting forward.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
And this is Messi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Lovely ball and a real... Tries a shot! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Simplicity itself.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So that's... Oh, he's been caught napping! He's having a shot! It's there! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Van Bouten has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
Yeah, and the whole stadium knew that was coming, apart from him, it seems.
And it's Bellingham. Oh, what a ball! Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Xavi Simons. Aubameyang. Nicely weighted ball. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And here's Aubameyang. Now it's Simons. Oh, he's been caught on it here. McAllister gets a foot in here. And it's Simons. And here's Lewandowski. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And here's Inzaghi. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Darmian.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Simons. Rodri.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Bellingham. Filippo Inzaghi. Oh, good read. Xavi Simons. Now it's Lewandowski. McAllister. Now it's Lopez. Might be danger here. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And this is Inzaghi. Bellingham. Chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Bellingham. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
Decent hit from there. Rodri. Pressing high and with purpose. Now it's Lewandowski. Good running, strong and purposeful. Rodri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Aubameyang. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Rodri has given away a free kick.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Brest can now introduce the first of their substitutes. So, is it really plausible to have a hit from here? Real chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Brest are opting for an early change in personnel. They've decided against waiting until half-time. We are into overtime. And here's Messi. Filippo Inzaghi. Chance for a shot! And he's following up! It's in! And this is getting better and better. That is so good, such sharp skills. And that'll be the last act of the first half. And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Now it's Lopez. Rodri. And here's Aubameyang. And a chance! And yes, it's there! The second half off to a spectacular start. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Van Bouten deals with that comfortably.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Tries to play it through.
Stade Brestois have certainly changed the dynamic, but I'm not quite sure whether we're going to get patience or impatience now.
And here's Zaire Emery.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Van Dijk. Stood up well to him there. A probing pass. Neatly clipped into space. There's the shot! And that was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Can he get it through? The ball's gone astray. Messi. Brest still have the cards to affect this game.
Stade Brestois really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front foot face-to-face with the decent chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And it's been taken short. And he can clear it away.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 10, Neymar, el dorsal 7, el
And it's
dorsal
Rodri.
31, el dorsal 2,
It's a good ball out wide.
el dorsal 20, cambio de jugadores.
Carvajal just loves to go forward whenever he can. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Well read, nice interception. Now that looks a decent... Lewandowski! Onana, out towards the flank. Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. In with the challenge. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, that pass isn't the best.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Looking for the run, and here's Aubameyang. Aubameyang is flagged offside. And it's Lewandowski.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Law. And this is Neymar. Now, can they get him away? Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Lewandowski. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
De Bruyne goes for a shot!
Barcelona can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Onana. Aimed beyond the defence. Great vision. And he's picked it up out wide. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. No, that's been intercepted. Darmian bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And we're done. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result.